morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually in the European car show today, and the band is on stage. It's a beautiful day again, Sunday. This is the European Showcase. Over here, there's some very beautiful Austin Healing there. Anything Buckeye, 3000 GTs. Here's one of a very nice 3000 GT there, Mark III, beautiful. This year, of course, is the 100 years of Morris, so I would expect there's a huge turnout here for Morris, and I'm not wrong. There's a lot of people turning up for this year's 100 years celebration. So you can see all the early model Morris. I know a friend of mine, close to the family, he's passed away now, Dr. Harry McIntosh. And you'll be very pleased today to see there's a lot of these vehicles coming up. Quite nice. He's one he was trying to restore. He did have two doors in his garage when he was alive. He was trying to restore very similar sort of vintage to these ones here. I think his is more a convertible. So let's just do a walk around this car as a tribute to Dr. Harry McIntosh. Let's focus on the little badge first. Very nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the band starts, could we have cars that are to be judged for the cars in the car of the show area, please?
Oh, very nice. And there is a convertible here next to it. Also very nice too. Harry should be very happy today. Dashboard. Harry has been trying to source a lot of parts from UK, to get these cars on the road. I think, you'll be very jealous, maybe. Very nice. European car show will be without meanings. British Leyland, of course, BMC. All kinds there. And the showing, Coopers, Travelers, it's beautiful. This is the one that I like to show you. It's magnificently restored. You can see all the wood trimmings in there. It's pretty nice. There, this is my Spock speakers. And of course, in the old British way, these are real wood, by the way, too. And they're not sort of plastic cappings. They're sort of focus there. See, they're all real wood. Quite nice. Everything is beautiful, for appropriate for this vintage. Mini lights. Beautiful mini light wheels there. Quite nice. The mini moke, like a real Australian thing, is sort of you can imagine it's the mini version of the buggy, the Volkswagen buggy, the beach ones. 60s and 70s is all about beach, culture, and as minimum as you can get. So this is very good conditioned mini moke. I like the registration number, Moki. One which is very Australian is an Elfin. This one, V8, just coming in, beautiful. No European show can be without vintage Rolls Royces, and of course, you get galore here. A couple of old gentlemen's elderly enjoying the displays, but these are glorious, 70s and 80s, and a bit of a Bentley here as well, the 90s, a beautiful, magnificent Bentley. Here's an old Vellon. Oh, this thing probably has to be in the 1970s, 60s. Nice GR4 there, looking for a car park. Looking for a few more Rolls Royces. Following him at the moment and see what he's doing. Beautiful British racing green tan interior leather, of course. Looking for the MG stand. Oh, it's quite nice, beautiful. Look at all these beautiful cars here. Oh, here it is. It's a Triumph Dolomite, one of the very first 16-valve vehicles. High performance, sprint, of course. Nice. There's a lot of Triumphs here, TR7 convertibles, TR8s, TR4s, beautiful. Those mini lights are very, very beautiful. All the Sprite convertible. My English teacher, Mr. Polden, in Dublin, in Ireland, used to drive one of these. And I can still remember the day when he parked the car in the driveway of the school, and the oil truck actually rammed into his car and sideswept it all the way down the drive studies, I think it's called, I can't remember. And his car was a total write-off. Let's go and walk around this beautiful Spitfire, the 1500. Beautiful, quite nice. Yes, as I said, my English teacher used to drive one of these in my boarding school in Dublin. Colin Polden, I think it was his name. He used to love the car, you know. Unfortunately, it was written off by the diesel oil truck when they delivered oil to my and of course, you know, the truck forgot to lock his handbrake and slide across, and so I wiped Mr. Polden's beautiful Spitfire 1500. Anyway, quite nice. Tribute to you, Mr. Polden. Magnificent MGs there. I can actually, you know, would you believe it, even smell the fresh paint. Toolkit, beautiful. Rovers, a couple of beautiful ZRs there. It's quite nice. Oh, this one is interesting. 160. I haven't seen one of these ZR 160s for, you know, for some time. This one's a private import now. It's quite nice. Beautiful. Okay, let's go and have a look at a few more MGs, TFs. And over here, you've got Capris. I must go and have a look at these Capris. Interesting, they have all these toolkits on display, you know, all these cars back in the 50s and 60s. You see, it's quite a comprehensive toolkit there, tire jacks, everything. Oh, look at that beautiful pin to operate the jack. And here's another one, look at that, hand pump. Tires, it's made. Another beautiful MG there with a factory toolkit. Quite nice. We're getting into the Aston Martin corner here. You've got a lot of DBS, DB8s. An aerial Atom, that's as naked as you can get in a high performance sports car, lightweight. Jaguar section here, beautiful E-Type 2+2, 61 vintage. I'm just going to have a bit of a walk. Very nice view. Yeah, over here, bypassing these people. Oh, goodness. You know, these cars are probably as old as me, you know, it's quite amazing. And, you know, and they really just look as though they're just coming out from the factory. It's amazing. Okay, here we go. Quite a lot of different cars there, Mark IIs, Mark IIIs, you know, Mark IVs. Whatever, it's beautiful. Beautiful Jaguar column there. I tell you, the weather is really magnificent. Really, seriously, you can't get better weather than that. I just wish I can have one of these, you know. I think they're probably the most beautiful cars around, you know, in the last probably 100 years. These E-Types, they're magnificent. What other words can I use other than magnificent? Beautiful, quite nice. Yeah, I'm actually here at the Jaguar camp, and I just caught sight of two beautiful Type got these over there, and these are very rare if they are original. They're worth quite a lot of money. They're probably worth $500,000 plus. Just going to have a look at these two Type Ds. It's quite nice. New XJ. It's quite a big car, this new XJ. Huge. But then this is the one that I'm coming here for. Look at that. It's beautiful. Wow. Aluminium, of course. Body panel. Riveted. For lightweight. Jensen FF, and of course you've got the mandatory train for the kids. This is Type D. I'm just going to do a walk around these two Type Ds, and you know, they are the racing era of Jaguar, you know, in the 40s and the 50s. Just imagine hand form aluminium body. Amazing. Probably, you know, the most expensive cars in today's gathering. Okay, I'm actually here at the Volvo stand. This is the new V40 hatch. Very, very nice. Then you have the P1800 ES. Private imported 480 turbo. Oh, terrible vibe. Yeah, this is a rare car. This is definitely a private import, because it's not a car which is available for sale in Australia. The 480 ES. Of course, pop-up headlights. You know, it's quite amazing for a Volvo. You know, in that vintage to have pop-up headlights. It's actually from Adelaide, this guy. Okay. And oh, look at this. This is nice. This is the C30 hatch with the factory sports pack, turbo, of course. I'm always nostalgic when it comes to the early Volvos of the 70s and the 80s, because my parents used to own one, and it was quite a nice car. Well, for most part of it.
Thank you, Richard.
My uncle, Dr. Lowe, in Canada, you know, he used to own one which is bought at 164, and that's, you know, very similar vintage to this one here. I see if I can find him a 164. I can't really seem to get one at the moment, but this is a 144 Amazon, two-tone, beautiful. That's a friend of mine's son. His name is Austin. This is the Austin Cup display there, so I think I'm really doing this one for him. Okay, here we have a couple of A40s here. My mum used to learn how to drive in one of these things. I think it's the A40, I believe. Let's walk around this beautiful engine there now. Austin, this is for you. I just wish you were here today, you know, to stand next to this car so that, you know, we can take a photo. Quite nice. Austin of England. Saab, of course, you know, doesn't exist anymore as a car company. It's closed down in Sweden, but it doesn't stop a lot of the enthusiasts to display their pride and joy.
Now, which we actually had the colour from the inside of the glove box.
I guess, you know, a love affair is a love affair, and, you know, you can't really sort of stop loving a car just because the manufacturers, you know, don't make them. And here's a convertible which my old schoolmate, Dr. Keith Perdue, this is for you, in Ireland, would love to see. So I'm just doing a bit of a walk around for you, Keith. You should be very happy with this. Yeah, magnificent there. So a lot of these in Australia, to be honest, and a lot of them are in very good condition because they hardly get really used. And all of these are convertible. Oh, Keith, you're going to go crazy today, Keith. Check this out. Convertible galore.
It's almost impossible to keep the upholstery clean. So
nice, very nice. Collection of Capris here. Some of these are, of course, Australian made. 1600 GTs. You know, there's a lot of Mark 1 Cortinas here. Not a lot of showing, for British Fords here. Mainly because I think, I don't know, lack of interest maybe. People are still waking up to how good these things actually are. Lotus Cortina Mark 1 in quite a nice condition there. Enjoy the engine. Always love the Lotus Cortina Mark 1. It's beautiful. Twin side rush levels. Pinnacle of the era actually. Very nice. European car shows will be without Fiat, and you've got to be passionate about these things. The Tributo here, 695, quite nice. One of the limited edition tributes, of Fiat to Ferrari. These are quite expensive things in Australia. They're about 70 or 80,000 when they're new. I think I've just caught sight of a Ferrari 456 there. Beautiful. I'm just going to walk around this 56. This is the Alfa Romeo corner. As you can see, there's a lot of Alfa Romeo here. Alfa Giulias. Beautiful. 2000s. I love the Alfa Suts. They're nice. The TIs. One in immaculate condition. Ferrari is red, of course it will be like a magnet for people. There's a 575M RNL, very American sort of product. There's 355 convertible here as well. Probably very rare sort of few there. Not a lot of turn up for Ferraris today. Then we've got the 2400 Dino convertible. Oh, this one is left-hand drive, so it has to be from America then. Very nice. Shot of the 575M Maranello. A magnificent front-mounted beach bolt. Yeah, intake. Filters. And of course, dry sump lubrication. The oil tank. Citroën, of course, is the first European car manufacturers that actually made front-wheel drive vehicles. So it's called Traction Avant. That's the first front-wheel drive Citroën. A couple of SMs here. SM, of course, is a sports car which has got the Maserati V6 engine. It's built by Maserati, actually. GTI there, CX. Probably not one in magnificent condition, but still nevertheless it's showing the silhouette of the aerodynamic design of the car. And of course, one of the things about the CX is that it's got a very curved window. I could just put my camera here. The window is actually designed to self-clean. It doesn't look very clean at the moment as you drive. Very nice. I always love the look of the CX. Really, I think this really is the signature. I mean, of the of the Citroën car. Very nice. Chasing these two kids is driving this beautiful Range Rover pedal car. I think it's electric. Quite amazing, It's I've never seen one of these pedal cars. They must be handmade, by his dad.
I don't know, there he is.
Look, we'll let you go, but Morris, if you need the
It's beautiful.
Children would like to see a goose who's not aggressive close up. This is your opportunity, as well as rabbits and guinea pigs. So come along right next to the ROMC tent, colouring competition area, and Pat will let you in with a bucket of food. Thank you.
The largest display today, of course, in the show is from Mercedes, and not surprised because Mercedes, BMW, and Audi are probably the most three popular car makes in the world, I guess, in Australia as well. So, but the showing is very, very big. Which Mercedes is all type, all class. Mercedes for sale. People sort of use every opportunity, I guess, to sell the cars. These are very similar vintage. My neighbour used to have one, Terry O'Malley. He will be very happy, of course, today to come here and enjoy these wonderful cars. If Terry is still alive today with his wife Beverly, my wonderful neighbour, which I've lost recently. This one is very similar to the one that he used to own. Very nice. Most of the cars, of course, on display will be very clean and immaculate, and perhaps this is a true reflection of what a Mercedes owner should do. A car that's built tough. It's the only car which I've seen today which hasn't been washed, to be honest, and that makes it very special. The most special car for today's show is this one. It's very rare that you see a car on display that's not washed, and I think this with a screwdriver and the windscreen, this is really authentic. Look at that. It's quite amazing. So to me, this is the style of the show. This has to be, how a Mercedes should really be used. This car, really seriously, I mean, hasn't been washed, for years. Or the owner's probably, too old and too lazy to get it washed. I guess you can always, get somebody to wash it. This is the car of the show today, ladies and gentlemen, the 420 SEL. Clap my hands. Despite there's a lot of Mercedes, it's not a very popular stand. You can see there's nobody, around to look at these cars, and that's pretty sad. But they are good cars by themselves, and not even one person during my recording. I must admit, my camera just never stopped. I think for Mercedes lovers, it will be very good today because there's a lot of showing there. With this particular SL is quite special because, as you can see, the mounting point for the headrest is actually integrated into the seat, so it actually moves with the seat. The relationship, with the driver will be unchanged, and this is one of the pioneering development by Mercedes for this particular, model. Of course, top of the range SL 500. Here is once again the traction of one, which is the Citroen front-wheel drive. First front-wheel drive. Oh, here comes a very beautiful this turn in here around magnificent Rolls Royce. It's very nice. Bentley, actually. Oh, beautiful. Check that out. Quite nice. We're actually now getting to be the Lancia displays. A couple of very interesting cars there, the Deltas. Vita is a very special car for me because when I was in Ireland, I used to have a bunch of Malaysian students, and they drove one of these, and I travelled quite extensively inside one of these Lancia Vitas. They're not really supposed to be one of the more magnificent cars. They rattle and make all sorts of noises and drive lines, but they get their job done, and they're pretty spacious. So it's always been very special to me. Same with this car here. Just started walking the Lancia Monte Carlo.
Get out. They're getting the good stuff.
Here comes an Austin, which my mum used to learn how to drive in. Mum would be very happy to see this car, which is still in a magnificent condition. Beautiful. Yeah, that's another A30 is coming. As I said, Mum will be very happy to see all these A30s here. So motor show for you today, huh? All A30s. Cars that featured in the Mr. Bean movie, the Reliant Rialto SCs with 3 wheels, one in the front, of course, 2 at the back. Actually, to be honest, I haven't seen one of these, for such a long time. I've seen a lot of these in England when I was in there, but not a, one in very good condition. But for nostalgia is, I just do a walk around again, just do Reliant Rialto SE, which is the Mr. Bean car. Haven't seen one of these, for such a long time. It's in magnificent condition. Let's go to the front there for you. No, the fiberglass there. Beautiful. Car Club display. Here comes one of these MGBs. Quite nice. With the signature Queen SU. Here's a couple of nice MG Manetti. Once again, my uncle used to own one in Hong Kong. And one of the very first car which I piloted myself as a kid. Would you believe it? Very nice. There's a lot of ZAs and ZVs and ZCs, of course. Confusing identities, of course, in those days in the 60s, where Worsleys and MGs are looked exactly the same. Very nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they were. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the 90, the Lancers.